Hey there tech fans, Rick here again from the O-Ray team. In today's video, I'll do a complete walkthrough of the management software that's included with the UHD48-EX230-K 4x4 HDMI matrix. I'll start by showing you the graphical user interface that allows you to make these changes, and then explain the different tabs in the software and the configuration steps that are included with each so you can make whatever adjustments are needed to give you the best possible picture. The product provides pretty sophisticated software, and even though you can make certain selections from the buttons on the front of the unit or with the included remote, by using the software you can make those adjustments from a distance over your network, and you can actually save configurations for use later on. So let's get started with the walkthrough. There are two ways you can connect the matrix up to your computer. You can use a standard LAN connection and add it to your network and use a web browser to access the GUI, or you can do a direct connection through the RS-230 port here with this custom cable and connect this end to your computer. Once you make this connection, you can open a web browser and type the location 192.168.1.100 into the address bar to access the product. Now that you've connected, you'll see a login credentials screen and can use the default username of admin and password of admin to log in. Be sure to note the capitalization of the username. You'll now be on the main status page of the interface with the various sections you can modify along the left-hand margin. The initial page displays the status of the matrix and provides a lot of detail about the product. This is a great overview of your system's current health and configuration. From this one screen, you can check the current firmware levels and the network address currently set in the configuration. The next tab down is the video section that allows you to view and change the input and output video relationships. On this screen, you can assign any input to any output as needed for your setup. The default is to have the same input to the same output, but the system is flexible enough to change this as needed. If you have to change these relationships often, you can create presets that allow you to quickly adjust. The product will store up to 4 presets and will remember these settings for use in the future. The Input tab shows you which of the 4 inputs are active and is where you'll make adjustments to the EDID settings if needed. If there is a media device connected to one of the inputs, the green indicator will let you know that it's active and working. You also have a lot of control over the EDID settings for each of the input devices on this screen and can adjust them as needed. All of the common resolutions and frame rates are stored in memory and available for selection, as well as user-defined profiles. You can manually adjust the EDID settings for each of the 4 input devices individually, giving you complete control. You also have the option of saving your specific settings to user memory in the device or to your computer for later use when needed. The Output tab provides an overview of the 4 output sections of the matrix. If a local monitor is connected to the loopback port, a green indicator will let you know the connection is active. The same is true for a remote location connected through a remote module. This provides visual confirmation that all of your output devices are connected and ready to display your media content. This tab also allows you to control the scalar function the product provides. You can allow it to automatically scale the output to fit the connected monitor, have it downscale 4K video to 1080p, or bypass the scalar function completely and allow the monitor to make the adjustments. Finally, the Output tab provides control over which streams are active. You can turn each of the 8 possible output streams on and off by simply clicking on the appropriate button. This will start and stop the media stream to that port immediately and provides easy control of your system. The CEC tab provides a virtual or remote control that can be used to control the connected devices. If these devices support the CEC standard, you can use this interface to adjust the settings on each device. This function is fully supported on all 4 of the inputs as well as 4 local loopback connections. You can easily adjust the volume, start and stop the media, and access menu items through this virtual remote. You have the option of using this on all of the inputs and outputs individually as needed. The Network tab gives you access to all of your network and password settings. From here, you can change the network address of the matrix and adjust the other parameters as needed for connection to the device. You have the choice to either pick a specific IP address that works for your network or let the DHCP assign that address automatically. You can also change both the user and admin passwords on this screen if needed. Finally, you can easily reset all of these to the factory settings if connection problems arise. The System tab allows you to control some of the more basic functions of the matrix. From this screen, you can lock and unlock the front panel to prevent unintended changes from the buttons. You can also disable the beep the unit emits to confirm these button pushes. The serial baud rate adjustment allows you to configure this setting for the connection through the serial port to accommodate your system requirements. This screen will also allow you to update the firmware on the matrix when needed to upgrade features in the future that may be added to the system. Finally, you can reboot and factory reset the entire system remotely from this screen, providing ultimate control of the matrix over your network. I hope you found that walkthrough helpful, because the management software that's included with the UHD48-EX230-K 4x4 HDMI matrix is both really intuitive and incredibly powerful, and allows you to make whatever changes are needed to accommodate the widest range of both input and output devices, and the fact that you can control it from a distance and even save those configurations for later use means that it's an incredibly simple product to use. The included manual also shows you other EDID settings and goes into greater detail for some of those configuration steps, so be sure to check that. So until next time, thanks again for watching.